Hi, I'm Camilla, and I'm a ghost. Today I'm gonna chaotically review my favorite horror game, SCP Containment Breach. I was so happy with this video idea until I realized I had to actually play the game. Fun fact about me, I am a huge wuss. Seriously, Spirited Away gave me nightmares. But alas, after much anxious procrastination, I sat down and booted up the game. It actually crashed like 5 times, but let's not mention that. The game starts as you wake up in a cell, so bright that even my undead eyes started to sizzle. The peaceful music and bright room lulls you into a false sense of security as you pick up the paper on your desk. It basically explains that you're a test subject and you'll be used to do tests and maintenance on various dangerous entities called SCPs. Suddenly 2 guards open your cell door, probably before you're done reading, and kindly tell you to follow them. They take you to your first job, a cleanup of SCP-173's containment cell. Then the lights go out and everyone dies. Except for you. Actually, 173 can kill you in the intro sequence, but that's only if you're a dumbass. As soon as the containment breach happens, the sound effects kick into high gear. Like those gears have been smoking some SCP-420, if you know what I'm saying. It continues like that for a while, but eventually things become dead silent and some very well-crafted ambience kicks in. I mean, it's horrible, but it's nicely done and sets the tone incredibly well. I just don't appreciate that tone game. Your boy 173 here is the main enemy of the game. It pretty much follows you around at all times, ready to give you that owl look. What I'm trying to say is that it'll snap your neck. Oh my god. I'm sure 99% of people watching this will know exactly how this dude works, but just in case. It can only move when it isn't being observed, and it moves very fast. Therefore, this game has a blink meter. Something I haven't seen any other games do, and it's quite unique and fun. Okay, can you just come with me? Don't die, don't die, don't die. And bye. The first area you're in is the light containment zone, where the less spooky boys hang out. Although some of the bigger and scarier boys from the heavy containment zone aren't afraid of stopping by to say hello if they have the opportunity. Meet SCP-106. He pops his ugly head out of the floor every now and then to go hunt you for a little bit. Is this allowed? Dude, that's not allowed. He's sort of made out of goo, so walls aren't really something this guy cares about. Well, joke's on you, me neither. Whee! But how do you escape him if you aren't a ghost? I'm not hearing you ask. You basically just have to avoid him for a little bit. But be careful, you can't just run off, because he will teleport to you if you do that. He doesn't just want to kill you, he wants to mess you up first, which is probably why he chooses to just follow you slowly until your anxious brain slips up and he gets you. There is so much lore surrounding 106, and I can't cover it all in this video, but I encourage you to go look up his document. He's a very well thought out SCP, plus he's absolutely horrifying. That's always a plus. Oh shit. Oh my god, finally you gave up. I'm lost. After aimlessly wandering around for a while, I quickly realized I had chosen a bad map seed that essentially forced me to face my biggest fear in the game to progress. I had to beat the basement reptiles. Promise you they're scarier than they sound. Basically, I took the elevator down to a storage unit where some instances of SCP-939 were hanging out. Hey there, spiky inside-out dog. They rely on their hearing to hunt, so you have to carefully sneak around the dark basement. It's dead silent, aside from the occasional 939 mimicking the sounds of the last person they murdered. You see why I don't like this basement? This basement fucking sucks. At least I found some night vision goggles, so now I can actually see what's going on down here. I got so close to reaching the elevator that would take me back up, but my goggles ran out of power and I died. But now I knew what to do, and Basement Reptiles 2 Electric Boogaloo was a success. Fuck yeah! Suck my... Fuck yes! And then I realized I didn't even need to go down there, so that was really fun. At least I felt cool or whatever. So anyway, back to aimlessly wandering from room to room, looking for a way out. Eventually, I encountered a door that was like, nah bitch, you need a level 3 keycard to go in here, asswipe. And I was like, why the fuck is this door talking to me? Introducing keycards. They can unlock doors. The cards go from level 1 to level 5, and disgusting D-classes like you don't even deserve level 1 clearance, and those only grant you clearance to the bathroom. But wait, there's more. Now that everyone's dead, you can just steal one. Crimes. my neighbors are gonna be concerned about me. Basically, all the cool shit is locked behind doors, demanding a certain keycard clearance. When you've eventually stolen a level 2 keycard, you have to head towards a new SCP. One that doesn't actually murder you for once. Meet SCP-914. It's a machine that refines or worsens things. Place something in one chamber, choose a setting, and then boom! Profit or death. Just don't use the rough setting. Anyway, this is how you level up your keycards. You used to be able to refine it all the way up to level 5, but now you can't get higher than level 3 with the machine. It's a really cool mechanic, and messing around with the machine is so much fun in and of itself. You can also upgrade other items like your navigator to show you the entire map, plus which murderous dickheads are in your area, or the gas mask for infinite stamina while wearing it. Except the game just wouldn't let me have the damn gas mask upgrade for some reason. Then the gas mask, I think you need fine. And bloop, are you good? No, you're not good. Fuck. Well, I guess someone needs a little slap in the ass, huh? A slap of very fine. Do you do? What? Some other fun things you might encounter in the light containment zone are Tesla gates, which are about as cool as they sound. It's a big gate that goes zip-zap if anything ventures too close to it. You basically have to do a little dance to not be turned into a rotisserie chicken. 1 step forward, 2 steps back, now run for your life and never look back. This dance might sound easy, but I am, clumsy. Oh no. Yeah. I forgot I didn't have more sprint. Oh yeah, you can also use them to temporarily get rid of Mr. Goop if you trick him into walking through one. The floor just eats him for some reason. We also got some more SCPs though. SCP-012 is an unfinished music score so good it makes people go insane and try to finish it with their own blood. We got SCP-205, which is a pair of lamps that cast shadows of people who aren't there. Also, the people who aren't there aren't very nice. Then there's SCP-372, whom there's a bug thingy you can only briefly see out the corner of your eye if you turn your head fast enough. He's nice though, I would give him some head pats if I could just freaking find him. We also got SCP-500, which is a red pill that cures anything. Wait, if I took that, would I become alive again? Could this cure my ghostness? I'm keeping that. SCP-1123 is a skull that gives you memories from a random person from the past if you touch it. We also got SCP-1499, which is a gas mask that takes you to a different dimension when you put it on. Life hack, don't put it on. SCP-1025 is a book of illnesses where you get the ones you read about. You can't hurt me, I already have anxiety. SCP-860 is a key to a door that leads to a spooky forest with demon foxes inside. It's a surprise tool that's gonna help us later. SCP-714 is a ring that makes you sluggish and dumb in trade for being highly resilient to chemical and mental attacks. SCP-1162 is a hole in the wall that you can pull random stuff out of for a price. Don't worry, Mr. Wall, I didn't need those eyes anyway. Thanks for the movie ticket. We also got SCP-427, a locket that cures anything, but if you wear it for too long, it cures you too much and makes you dead. Ironic! You can't actually find the locket in the game. You have to make it yourself by putting SCP-500, the all-curing pill, into the refinery machine, turning the pill into the locket. I think that's really fucking cool. I didn't do that though, because I was too busy dying. Okay, will you stop? Oh god! I blinked right as I... Fuck's sakes. I wanted him to come closer and I blinked right as I actually had to blink. No. Whew, that was actually all the light containment zone SCPs. It's really cool that some of them are actually useful gadgets to bring with you along the way, like the jaded ring. It's mine. My precious. Okay, we've been in the light containment zone enough. Let's move on to the heavy containment zone. I got myself a level 3 keycard and... I can't pass through the gate because of the lockdown. Fuck. I have to find some dumb computer room and turn off the lockdown myself. Annoying, but I'm sure that's gonna go smoothly. Here we got the surveillance room, guarded by a level 3 clearance. Inside it we got a bunch of screens making it look like a cartoon villain hideout. More importantly though, there's a switch that disables the lockdown at the heavy containment zone gates. Flip. Huh. That was easy.
We need to get to work before the disease consumes the rest of these poor souls.
Oh, yeah, that checks out. Meet SCP-049. This plague doctor looking dude is obsessed with curing the pestilence. He never actually explains what he means by it, but he claims the pestilence is everywhere. His cure so far is diagnosing you with dead, usually by doing this little cute Darth Vader looking maneuver. You have to outrun this guy as soon as you turn off the lockdown, and it's really cool. I love this little sequence, even though I suck at it and he finds me every time I try to hide. Oh, well, you saw me immediately.
Oh my. Yet another victim of the disease.
That's not a very kind way to speak to someone with autism, sir. Luckily, I got away from him safely and quickly found the heavy containment zone gates. I slammed my fat, juicy level 3 keycard into the slot and the door slid open, revealing the next chapter of my escape. It was a dead end. Ugh, just kill me already. That was a joke. Basically, it was just a hallway with a containment chamber at the end. I think I needed to contain SCP-008 before I could even win the game anyway, so this was nice, but I still feel like I got bamboozled. Anyway, I put on my hazmat suit and closed the lid to the zombie virus while 173 watched. Why are you watching me? Are you getting off to this, you sicko? Also, the hazmat suit looks like a person and I hate it. Stop looking like a person, you asshole. Oh, I guess I should be careful with what I wish for.
I am the all-knowing space snail, lord of the multiverse.
What?
Pineapple belongs on pizza.
I'm leaving.
The world did actually end in 2012, you just hallucinate.
Okay, I guess I'll just have to find another way into the heavy containment zone. Good thing I have my fully upgraded and super helpful map. Okay, I'm lying, this map sucks ass. Luckily, I managed to find another checkpoint leading into the heavy containment zone pretty fast. And this one was not a dead end. It really felt like it was though, because Mr. Goop made his grand return as soon as I stepped through the door.
Hey, what's up? Would you like to join me in the pocket dimension?
No.
Oh, too bad. Hey, you didn't need this lever, did you?
That's not mine. I'm a ghost.
Oh, my bad. Must be mine then. Anyway, pocket dimension time.
I guess I forgot to mention his little pocket dimension. If he catches you, he might send you there. Or you might just die on the spot if he hasn't had a Snickers in a while. The pocket dimension is basically a cute little game show of death where you're chased by 106 himself. Oh jeez, it's dark in here. Luckily I brought my night vision goggles. Wow, an accurate simulation of what it looks like to be up someone's ass. So anyway, I started fumbling my way out of this little labyrinth of his. I had reached the final part, which is basically avoiding being smacked off this narrow walkway. So you can imagine I was quite excited when I realized I was about to escape the pocket dimension. I'm not really a fan of this. I'm gonna die. Well, talk about luck. So I respawned and he didn't show up this time. Thanks? Oh well, maybe I can continue on and not be greeted by yet another dead end. This lovely gate requires a password that I do not have. The only other way to continue is by going under it, which means I'll have to go through the maintenance tunnels. Where did that thunder come from? I've already faced plenty of unspeakable horrors today. So what's another one gonna do, eh? You know what, never mind, I'm gonna have a stress-induced breakdown after this. So yeah, 106 spawned immediately after exiting the elevator. No, let me correct that. That asshole was already appearing before the goddamn elevator doors opened. A little overeager there, buddy. The tunnels are essentially a huge labyrinth where the map doesn't work, cause why would it? That would only be helpful. Now I'm floating blind while being chased by Goopy Grandpa. Lovely. I eventually lost 106, and in a stroke of luck, I found the elevator that would take me up to the other side of the gate. I took the elevator back up and paused the game for a much needed break. Oh, I need a moment.
I hear you breathing. There you are.
Really? Really? Yep, the game spawned the Plague Doctor guy right on the other side of the elevator. The only thing I could really do was to put on the Jaded Ring and hope I could outrun him. It's a risky move because I'm trading my stamina for protection while wearing that ring. Despite that, I managed to evade him and immediately ended up at the elevator that led down to his containment, and I thought to myself, oh my god, I can finally contain this guy so he'll stop selling me essential oils. Also, I should really just get going and stop literally thinking out loud. I think I can hear him.
Ring the roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down.
Oh my god, that's horrifying. So I hurried into yet another elevator that would surely take me to another traumatic experience. As expected, the elevator doors slid open and the power cut out immediately, straining me down there. Good thing I have my night vision goggles. Basically, how you solve this pickle is by pretending there isn't a bunch of dead guards on the floor, then finding the switch that decides if the power is from the main grid or the generator. Once you've flipped that bad boy and turned on the generator, the lights come back to life. And so do the dead guards outside. To make matters better, if you approach the elevator now, the doctor will come out of it. Luckily, I knew that, or else I would have joined the zombie gang real fast. Anyway, all I have to do now is dodge the doctor and his two physically and mentally slow friends, and then I'll never have to see any of their stinky faces again. Actually, I can't see any of their faces. They're like wearing masks, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna take at least one hit. I'll be surprised if I don't. Yay, it's sandwich time. Can you not be broken? That's cheating. Oh, okay, no, I'm fine with this. I'm content. I'm content with this. I did it. No more Plague Doctor, baby. I'm finally free. Oh. I contained you. I contained you. I contained you. It would appear that this butthole of a creature can't be contained. At least I stumbled upon the next step in my elaborate escape plan as I was running away from him. Meet SCP-079, the old AI. He's actually been trying to communicate with me throughout the game already. I just haven't had a chance to respond to his odd requests. So, don't bleep at me, dude. Sorry, I don't speak Swedish. This dude is also the one who even made this whole containment breach happen in the first place, so if anyone can get me out, it's this guy. I don't think I was supposed to even be in here yet. Yeah, I somehow broke the game and went into the AI's room before I should even be able to, so they weren't exactly talkative. At least I had a plan now. I was gonna turn off the AI's door control power and negotiate with them. I'll give them the door control powers back if they let me out. Now I just have to find the electrical room and the gate leading out of here. Can't be that hard. I should really stop saying that. Oh my god, I searched for hours. I can't believe how hard it was to find exactly those two rooms. I literally found everything else. I even contained the Goopy Man. Oh god. Wait, what? Why was he attacking me? Okay, it was a trial and error process. It was also a murderous process because I had to torture a poor guy as bait because 106 feeds on pain. Not my best moment, but I'll do anything to get rid of Mr. Goop at this point. Also, I found a level 5 keycard, so now I'm basically a premium member of the Foundation. While running around opening all the doors with my newfound power, I ran into a door that I wish I hadn't opened. Namely the door to SCP-096's containment room. This guy is the stuff of nightmares. He's basically a tall, thin, grey dude who doesn't like it when people look at his face. What happens when you look at his face? Well, according to his file, he will proceed to kill and me. Well, at least take me on a date first, jeez. Anyway, I made it through his room, really admiring that beautiful new coat of red paint on the floor. I slapped some buttons, hit some switches, and boom bam, I was out of there. And so was 096, because I didn't close the door. Who let the demon out? It was me, I'm so sorry. I also met some spooky guys whom I can only see through my night vision goggles. They would be pretty scary if they didn't walk like that. Yeah, you're just scooting around. Who needs leg animations anyway? Anyway, now they keep spawning everywhere I go. I don't know, seems fair to me. They just want to give me a high five anyway. You guys also really bad at killing me. Come on, give me a hug. What up? We also got a spooky coffin in here. Not touching that. We also got a bell that summons a demon if you ring it. Not touching that. We also got a possessive mask that will try to talk you into releasing it. Not touching that. The only SCP in this heavy containment zone that doesn't want to turn me inside out is the cute little rubber duck that plays the saxophone, and I love him. Anyway, I finally found the last checkpoint, leading me from the heavy containment zone into the entrance zone. In here is where the electrical room and the gates leading outside are located. Escape is imminent.
Mobile Task Force Unit Epsilon 11, designated Nine-Tailed Fox, has entered the facility.
Oh, neat. More problems. Basically, the Foundation has sent in a mobile task force to start cleaning up this whole mess. That might sound like good news, but... oh, they don't like me. I started exploring the entrance zone and I quickly ran into something I had been dreading. Remember SCP-860? That key I picked up earlier? Yeah, me neither. If you use it on a specific wooden door, namely the one right in front of me, it will lead you through a haunted forest. This is sadly the only way for me to continue through the entrance zone, so I took a deep breath. And then another. And another, and then another, and then another. I had heard that running through this forest was a bad idea, so I calmly floated through the spooky woods. I knew something was in here with me. I could hear its footsteps sometimes, but apparently not running worked because I didn't see the creature at all. Not even after multiple dead ends and a lot of backtracking. I was genuinely surprised when I made it out alive. Am I finally lucky? You can imagine I was then very happy when I found out there was nothing on the other side of the door, and a guard shot me in the face. So I had to walk back through the forest. Great. This time it was a little broken though. The entrance zone also has a cafeteria housing a living ball of yarn with eyes that rolls around saying Eric or plays loud music.
Eric?
God, you look like you're both the spaghetti and the meatballs at the same time. Oh god, that's loud. Play something else. Nope. The cafeteria also has an anomalous vending machine where you can type in anything and order it. I was so excited by this and so disappointed when I found out they had changed it, so you need coins to use it. I didn't even know they had added coins to the game. Yet again, capitalism stands in the way of victory. At this point, I had been literally everywhere and I could not find Gate A, Gate B, or the goddamn electrical room. I started backtracking because what else is there to do? Of course I was followed by the good doctor, Mr. Necksnap, and the invisible goofy monsters, and the mobile task force. You know, just to make my life a little easier. Eventually I had backtracked so much I got stuck back in the first room of the game. That felt really good. I had saved in a bad location and I literally couldn't escape the copious amounts of humans and non-humans who wanted to turn me from dead to deader. So I did the bad. I I cheated. The game drove me to it, okay? I couldn't find the only 2 rooms I needed and I was sandwiched between all the scariest monsters you can imagine. I no-clipped around the map to try to find the goddamn electrical room, and lo and behold, it was behind the door where the task force had shot me earlier. I had just assumed I couldn't go in there. I am calling bullshit. So I went into the electrical room and turned off the AI's door control. And you know what was right next to the electrical room? Gate motherfucking B. Now I just had to get back to the AI and then make it back here, and I would be a free ghost. I started my epic journey back through the facility to find the Unisana's looking AI. The game was really nice and didn't send Mr. Necksnap after me, but instead decided to be a bitch and literally spawned the Plague Doctor right behind me out of nowhere. After...
Oh my, yet another
What?
I can show you. My cure is most effective.
Did the game just spawn him behind me? He was not on the map. And then suddenly, boom, there he was. What? Eventually I made it back with my neck and brain intact, and the AI actually talked to me this time.
How dare you steal my door powers, you filthy mortal.
I'll give it back to you if you open gate B.
I can't open gate B, like, you legit just stole my door powers.
Touché.
I'll let you out through gate B if you give me back my powers.
Deal.
Good, now leave. I have important business to attend to.
Alright. As I was making my way back, it hit me that I had forgotten about something important. The Omega Warhead Silo. The facility has a bunch of nukes in case they can't recontain all the SCPs. And you have the ability to turn them off if you have a level 5 keycard, which your girl happens to have. The warhead room was easy enough to find again, and as much as I wanted to see all the SCP assholes blown to smithereens, I would much more prefer not to go with them. So I turned off the nukes. Well, now I just had to make it back to the electrical room and gate B. Sadly, I was on the other side of the map, so you know what that means. Montage time! Okay, here I am, at the electrical room. Whew, here goes nothing.
Good girl, gate B is now open. Now fuck off before I start blasting you rodents over the speaker system.
I sprinted as fast as my ectoplasm could carry me and slammed my non-existent hand on the elevator button. My cold, ghostly heart pounded as the elevator rose towards the surface, towards freedom. Sunlight, oh, I've missed you. I finally made it. But have we ever truly made it? Hi, I'm Kami from the future. I thought I had made it, but this ending segment was gonna test my already dwindling patience more than the Plague Doctor. I kept getting shot. Over and over and over and over again. I was even wearing a bulletproof vest. If I didn't know this was a real ending to the game, I would have thought it wasn't, because I got fucked up so bad. Oh, but it gets worse. I had saved outside gate B, and guess who had the audacity to spawn when I loaded my save again? The fucking Plague Doctor. Every time I loaded after dying, I had to evade his ass to try to evade the trigger-happy guard's ass. But eventually, I made it. I got into the room and headed down the walkway away from the facility. Suddenly, as some dangerous SCPs breached containment, the guards decided to activate the nukes. Little did they know that I had already disabled them. Eventually, they realized and decided to attack the escaped SCPs, and suddenly, I was shot. The end. Yeah, that was actually the ending that I got. I avoided being nuked just to get shot. Thanks, I guess. I had really hoped for a better ending, but I guess the endings that don't include nukes and guns are located at Gate A. Apparently the B in Gate B stands for bad ending. You apparently get the best ending if you head out of Gate A without having contained 106. I would go for that now, but I already contained Mr. Goop, and that basically means I'd have to start over. In conclusion, this game is really cool and absolutely terrifying. It has some really unique mechanics like the upgrading machine and the blink meter. I'm a big fan of those. And just the sheer amount of different unique entities working with you or against you is amazing. Just so much creativity in this game, I love it. It sadly also has a few bugs though, like the doctor spawning right behind me and the task force doing literally anything. I also think this game is way too difficult. I've known this game for almost half of my life and I had trouble getting through it, and I used the damn wiki while playing. Overall, this is one of the best free horror games and I would recommend it to anyone who likes horror. With many different endings and a new map every time, there are many adventures to be had in SCP Containment Breach. Also, quick side note before you all leave, I've made a cute and spooky game just in time for Spooky Month, and I think you should go look at it with your eyeballs. It's nothing like Containment Breach, but I promise you it's a good half an hour of weird fun. I've left a link for both games in the description. If you play both of them, you're legally cool as fuck. But with that, I shall return to the void. Wait, hold on, I forgot to turn off the camera.